Morning, it's the 27th of November 2024. I see pissing it down this morning. Dark, wet and miserable.
You tried your best and you failed miserably.
Lesson
The
is
never
try. I'm off to races today, so if I don't get many comments answered, that's why. I'm going to win my Christmas money, I hope. Today though, we're going to talk about who else? Lee Anderson. But before that, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is it's a ceasefire has been called between Israel and Hezbollah, which is good news. Bad news is Israel continue to obliterate Gaza. Good news, free school breakfast clubs start next year. Argues that contrast that the Labour Party to a party that voted to starve kids, the Tories of course. And more bad news, 1,100 jobs to go in Luton at the Vauxhall Company. Sadly, the regulations set by the Tory government have put an end to them fucking jobs, although Labour's getting blamed. Let me just tell you this, the Tories who introduced net zero, remember that. Russia, what about Russia? They've bored a large number of Labour MPs. Why would they do that, I wonder? I can't remember them barring any Tory MPs, can you? I wonder if Tories were working with them, you know what I mean? Why would they bar Labour MPs but not Tories? It don't take a lot of working out. It's probably because Labour's actions are working against Russia and they don't like it. And bad news here for the unemployed. Labour are after them, just like the Tories were after them, just like Reform were after them. Getting on to 30 pence Lee's the chief whip for the Reform MP for Ashfield in Nottingham, and he's the Reform chief whip. And he were on TV yesterday spouting his fucking vitriol. Just watch this, it's a bit of a long clip, but I advise you to watch it all.
The problem that the Labour Party have, it was pretty bad on the Conservative watch too. In fact, since COVID lockdowns, we've had a terrible ballooning problem with benefits bills. You've heard all this before. Is there anything in today's bill which you think has sufficient teeth to tackle this problem?
Well, I mean, we'll wait and see on that, Martin, but this is a problem. It's been going on for 20 odd years, this has. I mean, I spent, before I came into politics, I spent quite a while working for Citizens Advice Bureau in Ashfield. And we would see people coming to claim their benefits. And I remember one particular case, Martin, a lady came in on a couple of sticks, could hardly walk. You know, you really felt for her, really desperate stuff. Got no money, bad bike, trying to claim, did the appeal for her. You know, a couple of weeks later, I seen her down Mansfield on the disco, on the dance floor, you know, knocking 7 bells out of the dance floor and like sort of break dancing. I'm thinking, my goodness, you know, I've just helped you fill out the benefit form and done your appeal for you, and it's quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with you. Which makes me mad, because there are genuine people out there who need our help and our support, and you tend to find that the ones who need the help and support and that extra benefit, if you like, that financial assistance with their disabilities, they seem to, sometimes they're too proud to claim that benefit and you just carry on going to work. Meanwhile, you've got this second, third generation of work shy, malingerer. You can call it what you want, but they've been brought up in households where there's never been any work. You know, in a place like Ashfield, where we have a tradition of hard-working, you know, coal miners, factory workers, it really you know gets on their goat. They're furious about this. They see so and so down the lane, never done a day's work in their lives. They're sat there smoking the weed all day, 72-inch flat screen.
Are they work shy? Is that fair, or do you blame them, or the choices are very limited to them? And you know,
Chopper, stop talking. They're just bone idle. They've got bone idle. Some of these families have got bone idleness in their DNA.
They want role models to show how to work.
This is the problem. Some of these families have not had role models, second, third generation, never seen a dad or mum go to work. Meanwhile, the rest of the street's working to keep that one family. It's not fair, Martin. We need to sort it out. We need to stop the benefits and get these malingerers back to work. So they're paying into the system.
So if you stop the benefits, what you're going to make them do instead? Like I remember before with problem tenants, when you fight in the Ashfield election in 2019, you said you put them in tents and make them pick potatoes, and all the Liberal media got the knickers in a twist, but the voters locally, they like that kind of thing.
Look,
well, how would you deal with this? It's easy to like sit on the sideline.
No, it's simple. It's simple, Martin. You know, we live in a civilised society where we should all make a contribution, and if we've got genuine sick people, disabled people, we should help and support them. But there's far too many people in this country swinging the lead, and I say, if you don't go to work, if you don't contribute towards society, society and be a good citizen, then we'll stop your money. Simple as that.
Stop it. Stop the
money. Stop the money.
In totality.
They'll soon go to work then. And I've got friends who've come here from other countries, namely India, and they cannot believe how genuine the amount of money people get on benefits in this country. They cannot believe it. My mate Matthew, he runs a New Cross pub in Sutton. He's an Indian chap, came here and made his business. He said, I can't believe it. People are staying at home and not paying into the system. They're getting money, they're going out, they're going on holiday, they've got cars. It's unbelievable.
Isn't that punishing these young people for the sins of their parents who aren't showing them how to get a job in the first place?
No, it's not punishing them, it's being kind. It's tough love, like Martin said earlier. You've got to show these people that the way out of poverty in this country is through hard work, it's through education, it's through training, it's through opportunities.
Your story is one of striving. You walked when you sold your car, didn't you? I think, and
I did, yeah.
You walked to work when you're at the mine.
I was shopping. Yeah, I was a single parent, and I had a car, and I thought, well, I've got to make a few savings here. Money's tight, so I decided to get rid of my car and walk everywhere. I lost a bit of weight as well.
What about that then? Work shy, malingerers, born idle. You know what? I thought old Lee were talking about his fucking sen then. Or rest of Reform MPs. When he said that, I used to work for Citizens Advice Bureau. Can you imagine you going for some advice? Yeah, he comes fucking out, chucking his weight about. Oh. Fuck me, O'Reilly. He says, stopping benefits is being kind. You have to show the people that the way out of poverty is through hard work. No, it's not, Lee. The way out of poverty, I'll tell you how you get out of poverty, is stealing and embezzling and tax evasion. When they say crime don't pay, let me tell you this, Lee, it fucking certainly does. So let's have a look. Who pays Lee's wages then? Who pays Lee's wages? I'll tell you who pays them. The very people that pay for the fucking people who aren't working, me and you, and the people who aren't working are a lot fucking cheaper to pay for. I had a look, and from October 21 to September 22 that year, he claimed £185,916.95 on top of his expenses, on top of his £115,000 a year. And I've had a little look. He said about hard-working people in Ashfield, which is his constituency. So I had a look, and the economic inactive people in Ashfield at the end of 2023 was 31.3%, 24,400 aged between 16 and 64-year-old. This compares to national average of 2.3%. No, fucked it up. The economically inactive in Ashfield at the end of 2023 was 31.3%, 24,400 aged between 16 and 64. This compares to the previous year when it were 1,880 unemployed, 23%. So it's gone up. Compare that to overall national average, 21.2%. So it sounds to me like Lee's constituents, lots of who fucking voted for him, he's getting into them now because they're economically inactive, or idle bastards as Lee would say. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to carry on getting wet. Just a quickie. The Party of the People. Vote Reform for the return of the workhouse. Wakey, wakey!